What are you doing?
How does this
Are you serious?
Oh. Right
Now?
here?
Now?
What? We're live.
What? You had all... All right, unmute our mics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or actually, technically 1, 2, 3. All right.
Oh, there it is.
I mean, really? You had all this time to plug in your headphones. I don't like those headphones either. You got one that's like dangling, like it's.
Okay,
like
well, I have the other ones here.
Well, no, it's okay. I mean, if that makes you more comfortable.
Okay.
Don't let me tell you what you should have. I just wanted you to know it's sticking out like you had like a third ear growing.
Okay.
What's
Hi,
going
Matt.
on? What's up? How's today going?
Oh, it's great.
Are we having fun today?
Yeah.
Isn't it great to be working for
Yeah.
Carolina Coops almost full time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Matt here with
Yeah.
Carolina Coops, coming to you live from Creedmoor, North Carolina. Welcome to Video Chicken. To my left is our chicken expert and sales girl.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fun working here?
Wait, why do you keep asking me that?
Because I can't wait to get those answers. Did we have a good morning? Oh, who's that laughing in the background?
That was an evil cackle right there.
No, I am so happy to report. I'm sure you heard her. We have Ingrid back.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah, Ingrid was not the same without you last Friday. I hope you got some serious shopping done.
I don't do Black Friday shopping. That's not what
So
I
then
had
why were
off.
you not here?
I told you it was a family thing.
I don't recall. I don't remember it being.
I thought we were going to change the antennas coming out of your head.
So
Do you
last.
know, can I just say?
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just going to say Matt hears what he wants to hear. He doesn't hear what.
Yeah,
I say.
yeah. It's the matte filter.
Yeah.
Isn't that true for
But
everyone?
now I do want the antennas coming out of his head.
Mike Mueller, good morning, sir. Boy, I hope your ears are ringing. Man, a lot of talk about your coop coming up. I hope.
All good talk.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I tell you, we got some technical data for that chicken coop. With solar stuff. Did we bring that in? Because we were gonna talk about that a little bit today. I thought.
I did not.
You did not. Countdown looked good. Were you guys able to hear us? That's what we needed to know. Because last week we did the countdown. I don't know if we told Ingrid. Did you at least listen to the show last Friday?
I caught a little bit.
She didn't listen. See, that's the Ingrid filter. You gotta get to know. I don't know what my filter might be.
Oh, I don't know. All right, guys. Well, again, thanks for joining us. It is
Oh, you know
Friday.
what it is.
We made it. You have a huge filter.
I filter out so much. I filter out about 90% of
I've
what I think.
I've said this before. You should be a politician. I don't know how you are able to deflect and filter. It's amazing. No sound during the countdown. Unfortunately, no sound. No, we didn't want sound
All right,
during
yeah.
the countdown.
Yeah.
There, Mr.
Thanks,
Mike
Mike.
Trap. Couldn't hear you all during the countdown. Yeah, no, yes, Mike. Yes, no, that is true. Mike. We got Mike and Michael. My son's name. It's a good name. Okay, yeah. Welcome back, Ingrid. You are not allowed to miss another show.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay.
Thank you.
That
all
seems
right.
fair.
Well, again, guys, this show is for you guys. I believe Ingrid has some topics now that she's back. It's like the substitute teacher is no longer around, so we have to pay attention. We got to sit at our desk. No throwing things. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. Chicken coops. I know that a couple weeks ago we did have a customer who has an American coop, bought about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and he wanted to come on. And we didn't get a chance to even try to figure if we can do that this week or not. And he might even be watching. Super nice guy. He is going to be adding to his flock.
Yeah, I talked to that guy.
Yes. And we get those.
George.
Yes, we get
I
questions.
think Ingrid did too.
Yes.
Yeah, so we get those questions all the time. And I didn't realize he's local.
Yes.
He's in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So I thought it'd be fun to actually go visit him.
Oh, well, of course.
And since
Can we
you're-
do that on the show?
Well, we can either do it live on the show. I'm not sure what the signal is going to be like.
I think we should pre-tape.
We should pre-tape.
Pre-tape,
I
okay.
agree with that.
Well, and any time we have coop work in Chapel Hill means that we get to eat at our favorite pizzeria. So, yeah.
So
it's like a
speaking-
given.
Hold
Yeah, we
on.
have a customer in Chapel Hill. Well, of course we're going to go.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Chapel Hill,
Right.
we were in Hillsboro delivering a duck house recently. Ingrid was asking me, how did it go? I believe I went live on Instagram right before they showed up.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I did.
I mean, I saw it.
Actually, I saw it because Eric and I were eating lunch in the break room, and he said, "Oh, Matt's live." So we were both watching. And
It
I
could
think you
happen
said,
at
"Go
any
back to work."
time.
What's that?
It happens at any time, man. I can't stay on top
Yeah,
of you.
you
You're
never-
very impulsive.
You never know. I don't know what impulsive means. I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So yeah. So no. But the thing is, after. So there's. I don't know. There was a picture. I don't know if we're even allowed to share the picture of the. Can I say film crew? Am I allowed to say film crew?
You can say film crew.
I think-
Okay.
I said film crew. You can say film crew.
Okay, so we got a wonderful picture. Maybe we can bring that up here in a second of the film crew where they filmed us delivering. Well, we technically didn't deliver it. Someone else did. And immediately you're like, okay, what are we doing for lunch? I said, IP3. Best pizza in North Carolina, hands down, right on Franklin Street. The best pizza, Franklin Street, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So, you and Nan came out
We
afterwards.
did.
And did we not have a great time?
Yeah.
We had such a good time. Oh, so
Really good people.
So can we share a little bit of this? I know some people are like, well, what the hell's going on? Of course, we can't. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there.
I'm going to share the screen.
And then
I am.
down.
I'm rusty.
Down. Right there. Oh, boom. You got it. So there's a picture of yours truly. God, I thought the black was supposed to take off a couple pounds. The black shirt. I am getting a little chunky. Anyways,
fine.
so awesome film crew. Best film crew we've ever worked with. Yeah, just super great guys. And yeah. There were some ducks on the delivery. But anyways, we went to IP3 afterwards. So yeah, we love Chapel Hill. Best pizza. We had such a great time. And yeah, a couple.
Oh, there's the duck coop.
There's the duck coop. There's a little shot of the new shop. And I tell you, things are finally coming together. Our future foreman is getting a little taste of adulting, to say the least. All right, so if we have any questions, let's go ahead and get started. I know, Ingrid, you have topics. I got things I want to talk
Oh,
about.
we've got questions with Kenzie first.
No,
I
Mackenzie's.
didn't realize she wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, mark that off the list. We are really just on the fly here.
No, I have a countdown. I mean,
Oh, shoot, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry,
you're
go
fine.
ahead,
No,
teacher.
you're fine.
Well, no, I'm a little jealous. Mackenzie's at the chiropractor. And she gets to go see a chiropractor that you have to have like this special, God, how did George say it in Seinfeld? Like this delicate genius of a doctor. So you have to be special just to even go there. Really upsets me. But anyways. Oh, and I see my dad's watching. He's going to be here Sunday.
Good.
I'm excited.
Love to see Jerry.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I hope he's happy with all the progress we made in the shop here.
all right, we have a question
Yes.
from Mississippi. Hi from Mississippi. This fall, I used the hemp hay. I don't know if that's the same as our hemp. Maybe that's the same hemp. Anyway, so far so good. Today I noticed ammonia smell coming from the coop. Wasn't sure what has happened. Have been turning it daily.
Okay. Great question. And that brings up the thing we talk about all the time. So I'm going to assume when she says hay, she means the herd, the bedding. But
I would think so.
Yeah.
if you could verify that, because maybe it is a hemp hay. I'm not sure if you bought it from us or bought it from someone else. I know we sell the hemp herd, the absorbent part. And I always tell people when they ask, when do I clean it out? When do I add hemp? It's not based on visual. And we really need to bring up that picture. We had a customer in Ithaca, New York, pay our crew to come out and clean out her coop, and it wasn't clean for like 3 or 4 years. I kid you not. Did I share the picture with you?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God, the chicken droppings, the amount of chicken poop in there was so tall. And you could just see it. It looks like a city of chicken poop. Oh, you're smiling way too much with that. You smell nothing. But the point is you're going to see it. But if you start to get that ammonia smell and you are turning it, go ahead. I know what you're going to say. Here's the expert of deep litter.
Filter.
No, what do you always tell people? You add more carbon.
Well, yeah. And I don't know. She shouldn't have to be turning it daily.
Oh, she said turning it daily?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Don't turn. Set it and forget it. Don't overwork it. Was that a sneeze?
Yeah, it was. I tried to stifle it, so I didn't
Stifle
sneeze.
it.
I didn't sneeze. I want to sneeze on the mic.
I need a program to get better words. So, yeah, no, that's fine. You can always mute your mic, too, if you wanted to. So, anyways, that might be the problem. Don't turn it. But she's saying that this fall.
She might have.
Oh, you're just starting,
Yeah,
too.
that's very, very fresh.
Yeah,
I
don't
wonder
turn
if she
it.
has too many chickens. We don't, we have
I
to
would-
also know the size of
Yeah.
the hen house versus the chickens.
See, this is when I
It's
want
not
to
like
bring.
magic hemp.
This is what I'd love to bring her on. Her or that, yarn braids, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
Man, see, I would love for her to be able, if she can come on and show us her hen house. I would love to see it. Also, yeah, if you are just joining us, welcome to Video Chicken. We are live coming from Creedmoor, North Carolina. Tell us where you are watching from. We absolutely love that. Give us those comments. Engage. The show. See, I don't know what's going on. We also need to make sure, while Facebook's working, YouTube's working, the audience numbers, I don't know if those are accurate or not, but they are not up where they used to be. And for someone like me, that is extremely frustrating. But anyways.
Okay. Well, we need more information.
We need some more information.
Okay. So we need some more information.
Yeah, so
hopefully she'll chime
short
back
answer
in.
would be add more dry material.
Yes.
And maybe
Stop
turn it
turning
less.
it. And it's just started. She just added it this fall.
Yeah.
But we need to know what size diaper you have for what
So
size
really,
baby.
in the very beginning, you don't have composting action, so you have to rely on enough dry material to counteract the ammonia from the droppings.
Right. So Mike asked your thoughts on fly grubs versus grubbies. I think he might mean grubblies. Is it grubblies? They're a wonderful company.
I'm not sure what that is. That
So they're both fly grubs, and they're two different companies. They basically make soldier fly larvae.
okay? Just two different brands.
And I've used both.
And what do you think?
Wow.
My chickens
Wow.
are super spoiled.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so fly grubs and grubblies,
Mm-hmm.
two different companies, selling and probably shipping in your mailbox, USPS, whatever, they come right to your mailbox.
Yeah.
Soldier fly larva.
These are the dried ones,
Dried
right?
ones, yeah.
Okay, do me a favor real quick. Can you just go to the website?
Yeah,
Let's
go for it.
Google real quick, and we'll stay with this beautiful scene behind us. Bring up grubblies. Bring up soldier fly larva. But let's show our viewers what we're talking
I've
about.
raised the live ones, but I haven't tried the dried ones.
Right, because I tell you, I absolutely love anything that has to do with insects. I was an exterminator, if you didn't ever know that. And
So this is grubbly. Oh, sorry. I'm not sharing.
yeah, go ahead and share. Yep.
Sorry.
So I mean, they should be paying us for this, but
No, but
let's.
they're wonderful people. I've worked with them.
Well, okay, bring it up. Let's bring it up. Let's hear what they have to say.
So let me get back to the website so I can scroll through here. Hang on a second. Get my Mac.
Ingrid said
bearings.
last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? She's thinking about getting them. No, it was this past Tuesday when
Yeah.
you were here taking some pictures behind the scenes. She might be getting a Mac Pro. Coming to the dark side.
Maybe already did. So Grubbly Farms, they're made in the USA. They're a wonderful company. They are the soldiers.
Where are they located?
See, a lot of, just so you know, a lot of like mealworms and soldier flies are farmed in China, and I don't necessarily think that's a horrible thing, but they do the bulk of that kind of stuff.
For freeze dried.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what we're talking about. I mean, if you look, I see the soldier fly larva and I see mealworms or waxworms. I mean, I'm just looking at it real quick, but I can definitely identify the larva over here. Let's see, where am I? I can't point to it, but you see the darker soldier fly larva. Chickens love them. And I've always loved that someone here in America invented a soldier fly larva trap where to track soldier fly larva, and the larva will crawl up when they go to pupate. That's their instinct. And they fell into a hopper, and the chickens just absolutely love it. So, but the question is, Grubbly or who is the other company?
The other one is, forgive me.
See, what I would love to do, you know what I do when I'm thinking about buying from someone? I'll call them. I love to know what their customer service is like. And it'd be fun to just maybe put them right on the spot. So here we are. This is Google. And, ow.
Sorry. It's very tight here. So these are the fly grubs, which I'm just going to click on the ad for them. I've used these as well.
All right, so two different companies. And so the question is, do we prefer one or the other? Obviously, it sounds like you and I just don't have any
No, I haven't bought any of those.
experience.
I
So,
have. These come from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oddly enough, my chickens prefer mealworms over the fly grubs, the soldier fly. They're supposed to be better, the soldier fly grubs. I buy both
And why not?
Yeah, and I've bought Grublies. They're a wonderful company and wonderful people. I happen to know some of the people there personally just from doing like social media shares and things like that. So, and Fly Grubs is also, they're also.
Okay, so if you could only buy from one company for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh my God, I can't say that.
Now, for the record, we're not getting paid. I've never even heard of these companies yet.
Look, it says FDA approved.
Ooh, that's
approved
good.
for what?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's some good buzzwords and stuff right there. FDA.
Yeah. They're
Well, if you have enough money, I bet FDA would approve anything.
there might be different costs between the two, so I'm not sure, but they're both amazing and they both are made here.
Okay.
And I bought both. So
Okay.
I couldn't choose one. Over
Did
the
your
other.
chickens? Can your chickens tell us that? I mean, did they show a preference over one or the other product? Customer service was good at both. But you mentioned that the freeze dried, a lot of them come from China, and you know I don't doubt that, but that would make me nervous a little, especially.
Yeah, I thought so too. Anything that you feed your chickens, you wouldn't want. But when I did some research, it just seems that the mealworm farms are all done there. Not all, but the majority.
So here's what I would like to say, and here's something I would love to do more of. And I've seen our customers do this. Why not grow your own?
Yeah,
It is so easy to grow your own.
They actually just show up magically in the late summer in my house.
Well, I have in my compost, I have soldier fly larvae
Right.
in with the worms.
Yes. See, I love that stuff. So yes, it's very convenient just to go buy, and you know if that works for you, great. But I tell you, I have so much fun growing it, and they're so easy with the right setup. I'll never forget a customer that when we went back to do a follow up right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, we went back to do a follow up, and I was a little nervous because it's one of my examples of when we first showed up. Nan and I first showed up years ago to sell a chicken coop. The husband, he was so mad, he wouldn't even shake my hand. Right. Was so mad about getting chickens and a chicken coop, but we could tell right away the wife, you know, it was all about the wife and da-da-da. We came back 2-3 months later. He was in love with the chickens. It's so much that in his garage, he's even growing his own mealyworms, and it was nuts. So
That's called the reluctant spouse turnaround.
I didn't know there's a term.
Happens all the time.
Wow. So if you're out there and your partner, your wife, husband, whatever, is a little against it, don't give up. You'd be surprised.
Well, to that end, we have Maria Benson, who says, my husband built me a beautiful coop a year ago and learned so much from you guys. Now he wants to get rid of my chickens. He is tired of the pooping all over our patio, sidewalks, etc. I'm so sad.
Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry. Someone here has the best solution for chickens on your patio.
Yeah, the best thing that I found for this is the Scarecrow.
Wait, what? Scarecrow?
Oh, that's one of the brand names. It's just a motion sensor automatic sprinkler. And chickens, even though they have little bird brains, they seem to learn very quickly. Actually, a little quicker than people.
Yes.
People tend to forget that these things are on.
Do they?
But, have you?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Okay, so all right, here's the story. We're down in Lakeland, Florida years ago doing an install, and I never heard of this motion sensor sprinkler system. And the customer at the time, she's got these 2 Nigerian dwarf goats, right? And the goats kept getting up on her porch. It had nothing to do with her chickens, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was the same thing. They were pooping on the deck.
Exactly, same thing. So you go, oh, just get a motion sensor sprinkler system. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about now? Sure enough, that lady, that customer had that thing there the next day.
Amazon.
Amazon. And the goats learned real fast not to go up on the porch. But we're doing the turnkey, and you're working away, da-da-da, and all of a sudden you hear this, and then you hear this, about every hour. Oh, it was so...
even you and Sean had the little girl screams.
Oh, it was making me so mad, but boy, did it work. Now, my father also has had the same complaint, and I'll have to see. I think I even mentioned the motion sensor sprinkler, and I can see how that's not the greatest solution. I can tell you the thing I love, if it's a porch with a roof, they do not like ceiling fans. And I learned that in my garage up in New York. The chickens kept coming in my garage. That's where I raised them when they're free ranging, and I turned that ceiling fan on just because it was hot out. They boogied. I don't think they ever came back again. They were scared. So motion sensor. We should maybe think about putting that on our website as a fulfillment.
Right. Yeah,
and
I think so.
We'll give it a fancy how to keep my chickens device.
Right. It attaches to your hose. It's not even a complex sprinkler system, and they do learn really quickly, so you can take it away.
Yeah. So Maria, don't get rid of your chickens.
She could also contain them.
Yeah.
And, she could have some kind of fencing so they can't get to that and still have a lot of room to roam.
Yeah, right? I skipped over that because that is the obvious solution. Oh, okay. So if you didn't think about that, yeah, absolutely contain them, give them as much space as possible. But I tell you, it would be a lot of fun if they would come on the air and then we could talk to the wife and husband about it, if we could ever do that. And let's help them. Let's figure out some solutions. All right, and then see what happens. I think people will get a kick out of that.
We don't want anyone getting rid of their chickens.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Is hemp back in stock?
It is. It is back in stock, Christine.
My Polish is trying. Here, can we switch? Ingrid, can you switch us over to comments? Why not? I mean, I do love this beautiful Coop back there. They finally got their hemp. People didn't steal their last order, but they unwrapped it. I think it got inspected. Did I tell you guys this story?
No.
So they stole the first 21 bales, someone, and they're like, oh, my chickens would love this. Or they're like, 2,000 pounds of weed. Now they got lung cancer probably. Don't smoke the industrial hemp. Trust me. It's going to get you nowhere. And so we shipped out the second pallet, and we wrap everything in black so you can't see it because theft is unreal in the transit system. It's just like what you see on The Sopranos, right? And they even went to deliver. Here's the crazy part. They went to deliver it. They didn't bring the lift gate. And we saw the picture, and it was still wrapped in black. It was our plastic, our stickers, our everything. Next day, they show up with the lift gate. It's rewrapped and clear. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. But anyways, all right. So
they got it all?
I believe so. Yes, they're very happy. Oh, you know what? And they made a very interesting point. I never thought about this. And maybe even our new packaging doesn't say it. The husband, he's an engineer. So engineers are very technical. And he goes, Matt, nowhere on here says industrial hemp. This isn't industrial hemp. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is. We know it is. Nowhere on there does it say industrial hemp. It says horse bedding. Right. So if you want to hand us that box, I would love to look now. Did we ever put? Well, it says hemp bedding right in there. So that's good.
Bedding. We just don't call it industrial hemp because it just doesn't.
It's too much.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's too much, and it doesn't really say what it is.
I would agree with that.
What are you looking at?
I just see, how do you say? And she's got one of the best pictures. We always know that. Ecan. Such a beautiful picture. It's against the law to feed mealworms to chickens in Britain and Europe. Not surprised.
Yeah, mealworm police.
Well, that would fall under the chicken police. Yeah, so.
Hemp there.
Oh, I wonder what the fine for that is. Mealworm jail? I mean, do they lock up the chickens too?
Thank you, Ingrid. All right, so
confiscate the eggs.
We probably could have just brought up the logo, but anyway. So here's our box. What'd you just hit? So, well, maybe I can't fit it in here. Look at this big box. So yeah, nowhere on here says industrial hemp, but it says
hemp bedding.
Hemp bedding. That's all that matters. All right, good enough. What are you doing?
I was gonna hold it up for you.
Well, maybe we'll come back to
it.
All right.
And chicken's heart hemp. So, my Polish is trying to sleep in the egg box at night. I've been taking her out and putting her on the roost bars, but she goes back into the egg hutch.
We make no guarantees for Polish and silkies.
Well, I suspect.
That reminds me. Don't let me forget about the silkie, the recent silkie. Go ahead.
I suspect that she's getting kicked off.
She could be, and maybe
or she can't get up there. She can't.
Her head fluff is blocking her sight, and she can't get onto the roost.
Yep. Because Midge gets kicked off. The weaker ones will get kicked off. I do the same thing with some of mine.
So we all know silkies.
And there's a wide variety of silkies. Some have brains and some don't.
So did I ever send you the picture of the silkie we came across at the recent reptile show? Unbelievable. Beautiful silkie.
But even the brainless ones are cute and fine.
And she was barbed. I've never seen that. I've only seen black or white silkies, buff silkies.
No, you said she was a cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Well, her feathering had the barbed pattern.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she just sat there and let all these strangers come up and pet her. Couldn't see her eyes or nothing, barely see the beak. She was so fluffy, so beautiful. Everyone's like, is that a chicken? And I even questioned it. Actually, I question if she was real or not. She was real. And anyways.
Was she warm?
I didn't pick her up.
Stuffed?
I pet her, and she's local to here. Anyways.
Was it a taxidermy?
I love what you said. We don't. How did you word it about Polish and silkies?
We make no guarantees. For
Polish and silkies.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've had, thank God we don't have very many upset customers. If they're upset, it's because of the lead time, and God knows we're working on that. But I had one customer, she insisted, I don't know how to say this, you just can't, silkies are a pain in the butt. However.
They can be.
However, just like in this morning's meeting, which I would like to mention. I mean, Non is out doing Non things, but I think she had to get out of here. It isn't easy creating a business, is it? Isn't it fun?
How hard can it be? It's just chicken coops.
Really? Just chicken coops.
Yeah, so...
I know you're going to get me a t-shirt that says that one day.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm getting to. We take no responsibilities for silkies and chickens, but we are going to be selling a custom ramp just for silkies. And we've experimented with that, and it's proven to be successful because we think what it is, the silkies can't see, and then with Polish, it might be the same thing.
Yeah, it could be.
So, how is it, or are they getting picked on because they can't see?
Yeah, it could
Right.
be. I mean, it could be either.
Oh, and those other hens could be jealous of their hair.
Could be. So what is the solution?
Could be jealousy.
What do we tell? I lost the comments up there.
It's I'm sorry. Yes. It's Christine on top.
Christine. All right. So what would we tell Christine?
I just keep putting them. I put them back up, but I make sure it's when it's dark, so they're not going to jump down again. That's what I do. When it's dark enough that they're not gonna.
So we want to make sure there's no overcrowding.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like the 1 foot rule. I like a king size bed. 1 foot for every hen on the roost bars. Make sure that's the case. Is it a new Polish? Is she new to the flock?
Yeah. I mean, that happened. The dynamic gets. Jessica even said the same thing with hers. They have a weird dynamic when you add to the flock or something. And I noticed there's a lot of drama at night. And it's ridiculous.
Chickens are in there drinking.
It's so much drama getting to bed. You have no idea.
I've had really good luck with Polish. I've never had silkies because, again, I can't stand. But I want to set up just a silky coop here because I want to perfect it. I want to have a silky model. But
There's
anyways,
a huge variation in silkies.
Well, so
based on my experience, the hatchery silkies they've got great chicken instincts, but some of the more beautiful show quality ones have no brains. I mean, you literally have to pick their instincts are gone.
They breed that out.
Yeah. I mean, you literally have to pick them up at night and put them in the coop.
Yeah, this is why I advise people if you're brand new to getting chickens, stay away from silkies. Polish, I don't know. I've had good luck with Polish, but I've seen them be just one step up from.
Just a little flighty sometimes, or not flighty, but
not very chickeny. Their instincts just don't seem like they're not there. All right, so Christy, I'm not sure if we helped you there or not. My questions would be just make sure there's no overcrowding. And my other question is she new to the flock? But
I definitely would not let her stay in the egg hutch, even if you have to make some sort of alternative roost for her that's shorter, or just move her to the corner. I mean, anything but the egg hutch.
Yeah, I mean, what could she do to experiment? Like adding a roost bar, maybe bleacher style, keep her down low.
Yeah,
that could work.
Yeah,
good
chicken advice, Matt.
You need to know why she's not going in. Is it because she can't get up there because she can't see, or because she's getting picked on? If she's getting picked on, then
wait a minute. And they do sell. And I have a customer swears up and down, and it wasn't for Polish, but it would definitely work for Polish, is the headband to get the feathers up out of the eyeballs. Yeah, they did it with their silkies. I want to say she said that worked. And that's where we discovered they can't see. And if you can't see, well, no kidding. That makes problems. All right. Well, Christine, we hope that helped you. Follow up with us.
Yes,
let us know if anything helped. Yes.
We have Chase said, this is my first flock of chickens, and my hens just started laying eggs about a week ago. And I noticed that runny dark poop since then. Is it normal, or could one of my hens be having a problem?
The runny dark poop happens once a day, and it's totally normal.
See? People freak out about poop with chickens.
I love chicken poop.
Yes, you do. Isn't that normal? I mean, I have the same problem every day. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Before or after you lay an egg?
Oh my goodness! I
Are you
tell
broody?
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. My headaches are through
Is there
the
drama
roof.
at bedtime?
Oh gosh.
We need Non in
That's
here.
an inside joke. Yes. Oh my gosh. I hope Non's not listening right now.
Yeah, I noticed on Facebook groups.
Is there trouble in the hen house?
The producer, when he was, I didn't tell you guys
What?
about an idea he pitched. I probably shouldn't say it, but it was funny. He was good. He came up with an idea.
Write
with
it
all,
down and then show it to me.
But
Or
okay.
say it right now.
No, I don't know if I should.
No, don't.
No, you can't just leave these things out there. I mean, that's
No,
just so frustrating.
I can watch. All right. Hold on. Back to, so it's against the law. Is it pronounced Ekin?
No, we've already covered that.
No, we didn't. I didn't get started
Remember
yet.
the mealworm police?
Yes, we criticized it. We picked on it, but now it's time to get serious.
All right, now I'm going to look it up. You guys
Please.
talk amongst yourselves.
Yes. So Ingrid is on it behind the scenes. She's going to look it up. I mean, I'm assuming it's true, but why?
That's what I'm looking at.
And I can tell you,
Maybe they discourage people growing their own.
that's my conspiracy. Am I allowed to put on my tinfoil hat? Oh, boy, no.
I mean, it could be maybe a sanitary concern.
Right. It's going to be something with the agricultural regulations that who knows what's wrong with it. But that is crazy because it was the UK, right? Yeah. I mean, their backyard chickens are so popular in the UK. So Ingrid's looking it up right now, and we'll see what she comes up with. I'm sure that's a different Russell. Of course, someone with the last name Crow is going to write a story on chickens.
Let's see.
Why don't we here share that screen? Let's bring this up.
All right. Well, this was the first website.
Yeah, that looks like a good one. It's going right to the question.
Okay.
So,
All right, Ecamm.
Okay.
Boom. Share.
All right,
And then
I'm going to go back so I can scroll.
that is really, really shocking to me that they would ban feeding mealworms to your chickens. I mean, who in
place
the
to ban-
legislature even is concerned about this?
well, there has to be a
Let's
reason.
make a law. Or, I mean, it might be the,
Okay, so here's
like
why.
the FDA.
Here we go. Should we play the drama music?
Oh, man.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, because most mealworms are imported and they've been found to carry disease. So it is more of an FDA type, USDA thing.
And they had mad cow disease. So black with the BSE, or mad cow disease epidemic, affected hundreds of thousands of cows. Foot and mouth disease.
Well-
So they're worried about these things.
Well, it makes more sense then to say not to import them and to just grow your own.
Right.
It does.
Well, I bet there's a lot of underground mealworm factories in people's garages in the UK or
So-
underneath their kitchen counter
I tell you, as
because mealworms really are easy to grow.
very easy.
It's all dry and there's no smell.
It is a set and forget it system. It's so easy.
You could definitely have that in your kitchen and no one would know.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do a topic on that. I would love to show people, share people. We should just start it here. Why not? Especially that.
You know, the guy, there is the black soldier fly larva biopod, I think it's called. That guy is right here in Wake Forest. We should have him on.
Really?
And he's a compost expert. Yeah.
When were you going to share that with us?
I think I have, but I forgot about it.
Wow. All right. So, Ekin, thank you so much for bringing that up. That was very fascinating.
Yeah, we don't know these things.
Yeah, I can really get excited about some larvae, actually. How about you, bug guy?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, my gosh. Well, okay. So, finally, what a lot of people don't know
Yeah, but
about.
I want to raise them and you want to kill them.
No, I don't want to kill them.
As an exterminator.
I am retired. I'm about letting them live. I just
okay,
bought
okay.
250 pinhead crickets, which are little 1/8-inch crickets. And they jumped out all over my office. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't care. I'm not...
I had a mole run across my kitchen floor this week.
Yeah, well,
That's indoor-outdoor cats.
so
it's really not a comment on sanitary conditions.
So I have really good reasons to start growing insects again because my daughter, who's taking after me very much so, she has the reptile fiend. She got her first snake. So, of course, I had to get a chameleon. I love my chameleons. And it reminded me, truth be told, when I really started building animal enclosures since I was a child, was reptile enclosures. And I just absolutely loved it. And then that's where I got to practice my woodworking, and then, of course, fell in love with chickens. And I can't wait to do it again. Cannot wait to get back and do it again. But I don't think my dad, he didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks. I'll never forget it. He was so mad at me when I got my first reptile. And I had to go into work. And here I am, a little 13, 14-year-old kid. His employees are coming up to me and are like, will you stop pissing your father off? I'll never forget it.
All right, we can either take a few questions or go to the main topic for today.
Let's go to the main topic.
And then we'll go back to the questions.
I hope you guys are still watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. We will get to them. We're going to do the best we can to get to them. But yeah, we got some topics.
So what I wanted to address was chickens and winter. Because it's getting cold.
Oh, boy. Do we have enough time for that one?
Well,
We'll make time.
Well, you can see on your notes that you're ignoring.
Where's mine? Merch is coming. Merch is coming.
You keep saying that.
No, it is. Well, it's just, it takes forever to get.
Well, we are in North Carolina, so our winters are a little bit more mild than other winters. So in my
70 degrees here
experience,
today.
70 degrees, porch time. So in my experience in North Carolina, I am focused primarily just on heating water to minimize my chores. I don't think we need this, a lot of the extra stuff, but that's just me. We get very little snow, if any, all winter. So
yeah, so you jumped right into it. I thought you were going to talk about the hoodies and the merch. My brain was still on the merch.
Well,
but,
you're all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Air compressor
Yeah.
guy. All right, so yeah, winter.
What do you do for the coop?
First things first.
I don't do anything
First
for the
things
coop.
first. I want to share that I find it very interesting. I'm not sure if your experience is the same. Most of our customers that are concerned about the cold are our southern customers.
Yeah, okay.
I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
And I have said it numerous times, okay? When you want to figure out what you should do, it starts with consistency. Don't heat the hen house.
I actually have had and still have some open air coops. And the chickens do fine
Yeah, absolutely.
in this climate.
It is the wind chill. You got to block the wind chill, which reminds me, I saw a YouTube comment come up. I'm not sure if you're going to bring that up. I promised Ingrid no more watching or reading YouTube comments, especially after 5 p.m. Eastern. But you got to block the wind chill.
Yeah.
So explain the difference between, and this will address his question, between like the drafts that come in and the ventilation versus like a dangerous draft for a chicken. So like we have ventilation, the windows aren't airtight. And you have the holes on the top.
Right. Chickens always need fresh air because their respiratory systems are sensitive. So they definitely need the fresh air, and they're well equipped to have cold weather and be able to sustain that. But we don't want wind hitting them on a constant basis.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. All right. So I wasn't ignoring the question.
And it's nice for them to have a big enough roost so that they can sit on their feet. Their bodies are covering their feet to prevent frostbite. So sometimes people use a really small dowel or stick so their talons or their claw, their feet are wrapped around, but that's not necessarily what you want in the cold climates.
Okay, so I'll never forget one day talking to a structural engineer, and he built a house for a friend of mine, and it was so well insulated, so weather tight. In the winter, in upstate New York, he had to allow the house to breathe because it wasn't breathing enough. Okay, that's what we refer to the ventilation.
Right.
These structures do need to breathe. What was happening is he was actually growing mold because if the house can't breathe, and you actually want an average of 30%, you don't want your structure on the inside so airtight that it can't breathe, that the moisture's not allowed to escape. So he was having mold. So he had to actually put vents in. I thought that was fascinating. It's the same thing. So with these hen houses that we build, and here's a great example. Let's bring this up a little bit. We have windows right here. Not sure if you can see this mouse. Let's see it right there. Okay. And we got these doors on the back that'll close off those windows. We're going to block the wind chill. We're going to block the drafts. But it still can breathe. All right? It's still going to allow gases to escape. What happens is when people go to insulate their hen house to keep it warm, they seal it up and they're trapping in moisture. And that is what causes the bigger problems. The chickens, yeah, they're warm and cozy at night. They're having a good old time, right? But they got to go be chickens. So they're going to walk out of this hen house. And let's see. Let's bring up another picture here. Let's see. If we go to the American Coop, we got some great birdshot views.
And you don't want moisture in the hen house. That's probably the worst thing.
Right. Well, because what happens is when you trap that moisture in, you are, here we go. All right. So, right, I'm just waiting for you to say, well, you can fit more chickens in there.
I know. I like that picture. I mean, it's like you made that for me. I see a spot for one more.
Maybe a bantam there. Anyways, so they're trapped.
They don't count.
They're inside the hen house. The windows are closed. It's insulated. You're probably heating it up. You get moisture in there. When they walk down here, if this is colder and you have wind chill, you've just increased their stress. They're going to have frostbite. You got to have consistency between these two. So when it comes to chicken coops in the winter, that's what you need to understand. The worst thing to do is, well, I'm going to close them up and keep them in the hen house. They're going to go crazy.
No, don't do that.
Right. So.
And isn't it because they can't regulate their body temperature as quickly? Is that why?
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
I think it's just that. Think about it. You're in a shower, okay? You're wet. You go to get out of the shower. You're covered in water. Imagine if you just happen to jump right outside. Yeah, I mean, that's just going to suck. That's what happens with the chickens. Right, yeah, think about that. So you got to have consistency. So we close off the windows, and then to really step it up, I think we should.
I love these things. If I were any farther north, I would buy these. I would save up every penny to buy one of these things. And I almost hate that this climate doesn't really, I don't really need them, but this is amazing. I think this is a home run.
And I tell you, we sell so many of them.
Right.
And it tells me that it's because, yes, they're great.
And we're talking about in case you're listening on a podcast, we're talking about the winter shield. Storm shields.
Thank you for mentioning that. We forget to say that because the podcast that Ingrid does such a great job at the editing, but there is no visual. Right now, you guys have the benefit of watching everything we're doing behind the screen. But yes, thank you for bringing that up. I always forget to mention that. And there's other things I forget to mention too.
Right. So these are, go ahead and say what they are.
Well, these are what we call our storm shields. Mm-hmm. They're just giant pieces of polycarbonate, which may be getting changed. We got some new samples in. I tell you, I have some interesting stuff I'm learning. We may be switching over to what's called high impact plexiglass.
The new world of plastics.
Oh my gosh, it is crazy what we're learning, especially with hopefully the
both are great products though. There's nothing wrong with the polycarbonate.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. There's
nothing wrong with it, but what I can tell you, I mean, just from the business point of view, everyone's raising their prices. I don't want to. If I feel that we can not sacrifice on quality, whether it's in our craftsmanship or in the products we use, and it brings the price down, what's going to happen is, unfortunately, I wanted to bring the price down, but with inflation, it just means hopefully we won't have to raise the prices. But that's another story. There we go. That's a great example. So these storm shields, right now, polycarbonate, they're cut on our CNC machine. They're cut to perfection. You put them on the inside of the run. You can screw them on the outside. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You're blocking the wind chill. That's the number one thing. And here is a perfect example. In the snow. Look, we got 2 feet of snow up on the roof, and you got 2 feet of snow around the runs, but look inside the run.
Warm and cozy.
Warm and cozy. The chickens are so happy, but again, it's consistent. Everything's closed up. They have a consistent temperature. Chickens do well in cold temperatures. It's the heat that is really a stress to them and kills them. And I can't emphasize enough, especially, and I love all of our customers, our southern customers. I understand it. When it comes to the cold, it sucks. And I've been down here enough now that I'm becoming sensitive. You become soft to it. Where when you're up north, it's like you just become immune to it. So, but trust me, the chickens are fine in the cold temperatures. Block the wind chill. Have consistent temperature between your hen house and your run. That's what you need to do in the winter. That's step one.
Right. And also, the storm shields keep the snow from going in and keeping your run dry.
Right. Mm-hmm. We do want that dry in there. Even if it does get a little dusty, that's still better than being wet.
Yes,
right.
You always
we got that question.
You always rather have a dry problem than a wet problem.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Absolutely. And there are some other things, like for chickens, there's the heated water systems.
Yeah, so Kristen was starting to talk about that, and that was the other thing I wanted to go to.
Yeah, that's just the most important thing for me, for my chickens in the winter, is just making sure that their water isn't frozen.
Mike Trapp says, Polish make great parrots. We all have that picture. He
made
our promo.
Yes.
He did. I had to have him.
Yeah, we should play our promo in the beginning, too, of every show. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, maybe during the countdown.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
So that's a great point from Dee Dee. We definitely got to talk about that. But so the other thing, in the winter with the water, it sucks when it freezes. And our heated water system, I think, is just awesome. It just has to be.
We took years developing that because we thought initially that just circulating the water with that pump was going to, moving water doesn't freeze. We thought that was going to be the solution. But during testing, we found out that the water behind the nipple still froze. So the chickens couldn't access it, right?
Right.
So that's why we added the paddle heater to heat up the water in the rain barrel before as it's circulating, really. And the whole system only turns on when it gets close to freezing, and it turns off when it gets above freezing.
Right. Ingrid's giving me a couple of signs. What's going on? So Ingrid brought up the regular poultry water system.
Yeah, well, the other one's out of stock.
Yeah, and we can put this on the screen just so you can see the parts.
No, absolutely. So that bugs me, though. Hold on a minute. All right, so if we go to access, all right, Carolina Coops.
We can still put it up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so we can see how it
But she didn't want to show because it's out of stock, but...
That only means that we have a couple components that are not reliably available.
There we go.
They are sometimes available, but not reliably available.
This is so we had a customer call yesterday, and she wanted to order it, and then I overheard the lady on the phone say, "Well, you can place your order on our website, but the other things, it's up to the manufacturer because of the supply chains and all that crap. You might have to get drop shipped later." And
can you put this on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. No, you can't order it from our website if it's out of stock. Yeah. You can sign up to be notified of when we get it in stock, and then you'll get an email.
Right. If I'm a customer and I'm calling up, if I wanted to order it myself on the website, I would have done that. I would have never called. I don't know. That's why I can't wait. We're gonna perfect the system. We're gonna have order takers in there. That way, if you want to order on our website, and that's what we want. We want people to click and buy. We want you to have all the information you need. But if you still want to call us and you want the convenience of having everything done for you, why not? Huh? Come on.
So what we did with this was the basic poultry water system is available.
And that's everything but the rain barrel and the paddle heater.
Right. Because everything in our control is in stock.
Right.
Right.
And then you can go to the replacement parts or the parts we love, click on those to see if those other parts are in stock. Because we can't guarantee that those rain barrels are in stock, but many times they are, and they're drop shipped from Amazon.
Right.
And you can so you're basically getting the whole thing.
Yeah. You just have to go on Amazon yourself to get those two missing pieces, which are usually available on Amazon. And the links are on the website.
On the website. And we get a little something if you do it from our
website.
Yeah,
absolutely. Please purchase through our website. You're gonna pay
even purchased through your website. I got some more of those nesting pads.
Yeah, I did that too.
You better. So, yeah, all right. Heated water system, it's phenomenal. And again, we're doing everything we can. The supply chain's a nightmare, but it makes it so nice.
Yeah, and I think a couple days after I started working here recently, I said I'd like to negotiate my sign-on bonus, and I'd like that to be a heated watering system.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said. All right, so what else for winter? There is another subject that gets brought up a lot. I read about it a lot in blogs, and I believe there's some truth to it.
Is that knitting little clothes for the sweaters for the chickens?
Please don't.
No. Worst thing to do, actually.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mention that.
They are cute. Maybe for the family photo, the Christmas photo.
They are cute. I have a horrible headache.
I did before the show, and I took a migraine pill. So
I don't know why my headaches are kicking in. So our value, insulation, consistency, don't change what the chickens already have figured out on their own. You put a sweater on them, you compress it. You actually make them colder.
Yeah, they need
the fluff.
And they need to flap their, well, I guess they usually have cutouts for their wings, but.
Right. But if you ever install insulation, you don't just cram it in there. You got to keep it light. You got to have that fluff. So the other thing is giving them snacks at night, I've been told, helps keep them warm.
Yes, I've heard corn is good in the winter because their body has to digest it overnight, which actually keeps them warm.
Yeah.
So the sugar, maybe.
Right. And oats, I've heard, are good too.
Okay. Good.
The other thing people don't think of, sometimes if you are in a snowy climate and the chickens don't want to go out in the snow because they don't really like that, but what you can do is pack down straw or shovel out a little path for them just to get them out of the run if the snow is kind of deep. If you're up north, I've seen people do that, give them, or just throw like boughs of pine from a tree. Something that they can walk on that's not just wet snow for them.
Yeah. I can tell you what I was going to originally say is this is why an American Coop, Carolina Coop, everything, this is why you want a solid roof run. Mm-hmm. Give them that run area. Right. But when you want to give them even more area, that makes sense what you're saying. And I'm thinking about, again, where we come from. By the time we got snow on the ground like that, it's frozen solid. But I could see there being a huge benefit if you started your compost nearby and then you give a path for the chickens to be able to go dig to. But that's why I love composting inside the run.
It is a little bit overkill, but the very few times that we get snow here in North Carolina, the night before, I might put out a tarp.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and then pull it up.
That's worse than me.
But
that's a good idea too.
Yeah. Yeah. I really am a proponent of less is more, but every now and then I dote on them. I really do. Sorry.
The other thing for chickens in the winter is they just don't have enough greens, so you have to kind of supplement that.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, if
My
you were
goodness.
here last week, we talked a lot about that, Ingrid.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I grow ryegrass and clover and kale for my chickens in the winter. I think it really keeps up with the quality of the yolks.
You guys are showing off because I'm telling you, go just about
I even threw
600
out
miles north. Winter here up there
Yeah.
you're not growing nothing.
Yeah,
Right,
just
but
in
a
case we
beard.
get some chickens here at Carolina Coops in the front yard,
We will.
I threw out clover and rye here.
We're not even supposed to be doing anything in this building.
We're not
truth be
doing
told.
anything.
We're not doing anything.
We're just
We're not
talking.
doing
Yeah.
that, that's just all.
Is the door locked?
theoretical.
No, they can. Yeah, whatever.
But you can, if you can't grow it, you can also buy it.
Right.
Or sprout boxes too.
Sprout
We
boxes.
used to do
boxes.
sprout boxes. It's just God, they're
And even your
expensive.
leftovers, like your leftover salad.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I got your Thanksgiving leftovers for my chickens yesterday, and I took a picture for Non just to show her how much they enjoyed it.
What about the turkey carcass? Or is that taboo?
No, they
I
love
gave
it.
that to my
Oh, okay. I
daughter's
wasn't
chickens,
sure.
actually, and
I
the rib cage is still there. It's
Yeah, they absolutely love
there's
it.
nothing left. It is amazing. It's so cool.
All right, 12:52 already, coming to
All
the
right.
top of the hour, 1:00 Eastern. Ingrid
Did we
said,
hit everything with the...
I don't know, but I see some
think so.
questions coming in. I see Dee Dee, who has one of our coops. I would love to talk about that because that comes up a lot. This is very important if you want to read that one.
Okay. Let me give you a better background.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Back to comments. I like comments.
Oh, you
I
like
like that.
comments?
I like, yes, bring up comments.
right.
Because look at all our viewers, our listeners.
It is nice to read along. It kind of brings you back to elementary
I like
school.
it. Do you guys like it? Tell us. Because I'll tell you, so what's happening is I get picked on. Like, we don't want to just keep reading comments. We don't want to bring them up. Yes, we do. I love this comments page.
All right,
So if
well-
you agree, please let us know.
We have to get to Rudy, but let's go to Dee Dee because we were talking about winter. She has the winter storm shields on her 6x18 American Coop. I love them, but yesterday we had some pretty high sustained winds, and I was afraid they were going to blow over.
Did it blow over?
Hi.
That's the one question. But I can tell you.
She asked if it's ever happened.
So we have had coops. We've had 2 blow over. And I warned both of them. Definitely the first one. I can't remember what happened with the second one. But anyways, they were able to pick it right back up and put it right back in place. Never broke, nothing. Bent a little bit of metal, no big deal. They were actually impressed how well it stayed together, which it should. Let's see. If we slide. Okay, here's an example right
It
here.
is very rare, though.
Oh, is it extremely rare? But you got to think. Here's what happens. I actually have more concern about a coop potentially blowing over that does not have the storm shields and high winds than a coop that has the storm shields and high winds.
Good point.
Because the air gets...
Right. So here's what happens with these coops. You got this big run. You got to have this big run. You want to have it solid roof. What happens is the wind comes in and hits this hen house and it blows up. So now you're just hanging onto a giant parachute in a windstorm.
Right.
Versus if you have storm shields up, you're kind of blocking. It's going to blow right over top of you. The lift is what we got to worry about. So I'm not saying it couldn't happen. And if it is a concern, just anchor it down. And I know when we were talking about the coop out in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with a structural engineer, all right, Ingrid, I'll let you take back control. Sorry, I'm messing things up. I was going to bring the comments back up. Upwind, right there. So lift was talked about a lot, and I'm not going to go into all those details. I hope in the video we actually do soon. That hopefully will be coming out soon.
Oh my God.
Ingrid's like, yeah, Matt, no, it's going to be like a year. You recorded so much footage. You don't sound like that. You say it much nicer. 40,000 pounds of concrete to hold this monster down. Think about that. That's got to help a lot. Yeah. And then the engineer also said something else. And this is all in the video coming out soon. Ingrid says it'll be done next week. Oh, gosh, it was 50. I should remember. It's in the video. 50% of the lift is right on that center wall. I thought that was fascinating. So we really had to make sure we were well anchored on that middle wall, not so much the outside walls. All that little stuff. It was fascinating. But just anchor it down. I mean, right here's another coop anchored down in the concrete.
Where's the comments now?
It's the coop that does not exist. I'll do it. I know what I did.
Yeah, you did.
So if we...
What happened to the comments?
Well, I moved them and I shouldn't have, and we just got to find them. Where they're they're hidden right down here. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, and I didn't mean to pass on Rudy. We can go back to Rudy.
Okay. I'm gonna go find him. Wow, we have a lot of comments.
Yes, thank you. Bring the comments in.
Okay, so
share the show.
So Rudy asks, he has black copper maran.
Some of my personal favorites.
I know.
Why? What makes copper marans so sweet?
They're French.
Well, there's that too.
Okay.
Oui.
And you have a French last name.
Je m'appelle Monsieur Dubois. They lay that dark, boy.
Except for mine. All my chickens are all defective. But yeah, she lays big eggs, but they're not dark.
They are known. See, you know why? It's because there's so much crazy breeding going on. And I predict, and I already see it, that you're going to have chicken breeders, just like with dogs, that they're going to be very specific to their breed, and they're very particular. And I saw that with, I wish she was still around. You remember Hickory Farms or Hickory Dickory Farms or whatever? She sold these Orpingtons. She had Jubilees and Buffs to a customer of ours years ago. And they were the biggest, most beautiful Orpingtons that we've ever had. We have a video where she did in slow motion to a song way before TikTok was ever around.
I don't have one of those. I think I need to get one of those.
I do too.
So black copper marans lay that really
Spring is
dark
coming
egg.
up.
Yep. So they want to, they started to lay, but we'll make a nest in the hemp, and they're not going into the nest boxes. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, so that can happen. That can happen. It shouldn't. So my suggestion is, and we talk about this a lot, I'm
thinking maybe the nesting boxes are too light and they're going into the corner. I don't think it's necessarily the hemp that they're attracted to. It's probably just a dynamic as far as they're trying to hide their eggs. That's their instinct when they are laying eggs. So they want a dark corner to lay in. So that's and then there might be maybe the nesting box was filled when they went to go lay their egg, and the bathroom's filled. I'm going to go in the corner. Luckily, we don't do that, but same concept, So
you don't?
Oh, only here. I don't do that at home.
Done that a couple times in college.
Yeah.
So
we don't know exactly why, but
when you say too light, it's too bright.
Bright.
It's lit up. Right.
Bright.
That's where we talked about possibly introducing this beautiful.
I would use that.
But people don't like it.
I like it.
People don't like it. And I have some samples I wanted to share. Don't let me forget. It's already almost 1 o'clock. Look what also came in. We got the substitute to acre. And I got the new. All right, hold on. Can we? All right,
you
go
were
ahead,
just
Ingrid.
like all over the place.
It could also be, we don't know what Rudy has in his nest boxes. And we
Right.
constantly talk about having a straw hay, your traditional nest material.
Yeah, because
they'll want to go to that.
Yeah, it encourages their instincts.
My feelings are still a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie
About
to you.
what?
I'm not all over the place. I just wanted to.
You squirrel.
No,
all
I didn't
the
squirrel.
time.
We talked about using black material, and hey, soon
We
to come,
finished
we're going to
one
show off some
topic
materials.
before we move to the next one.
Hang some curtains, make it darker, paint the
I don't
inside.
know. I mean, it could be just a defective chicken too.
I think we should offer handmade curtains specific for our coops. We have that big room where they used to do all the sewing and R&D from the previous shop. That would be a lot of fun.
You told me to bring in my sewing machine.
Yeah, because we need dust bags down there. Thank you.
I have some fabric picked out already.
So make it darker. It's not. Make sure they got good nesting
What about
material.
the fake eggs? Does that
Encour-
fake
help?
eggs, yeah.
Does it help?
Encourage their
Oh
instincts.
yeah, I would do all three. Yeah, I would definitely do all three, and we might have a situation where it could have been a one-time thing that the hen did that, and now it's a habit.
Yes.
So you're breaking a habit.
They pick up habits so
Right.
quickly.
They're creatures of habit, so kind of going against the current there, but Try all 3.
What are you doing?
And have patience. Patience.
Just see how many people are
It's
watching.
very important.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that was Rudy, right? Hope that helps.
Yeah.
Oh, don't pass on too many.
I
No,
hope
I'm
we
not.
give good
Is there a lot of-
advice.
Hello from South Carolina. You got a site survey coming up in South Carolina
Yes,
soon.
on the 17th.
There's Miss Haymaker. Hope all is going well down there. All right, so so Dee Dee says, I've kept the snow out so far with the storm shields. Ventilation is through the roof. No breeze coming through. Thank you.
Perfect.
That's it. It's just that simple.
I would buy those if
yes.
I was up north.
Absolutely. They are amazing. They're an amazing product.
Do you,
Well, what's Lisa say? Okay, so our coop will be nearly complete tomorrow. Only need to hang the man door and the predator barrier and cover the predator barrier with river rock. Did you see my live video? Did you see the stonework they did around that chicken coop when I did the follow-up from the duck delivery to her existing coop? Did you guys see that?
Well, like I said, I was in the break room with Eric, and you told us to go back to work.
Shocker.
So which way is it?
Where were you live?
When?
Where?
Hillsboro.
No, where? What? Social?
Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
So Lisa's gonna be finishing up her coop. That is awesome. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
about that.
we'd love a picture of
Our
that.
free-range Brahmas are excited. I love Brahmas. I have my first one, and they walk in and out of it all day long, she says.
And her coop is going to be gorgeous because she's doing something that isn't common, but I've seen it before and it looks amazing. Everything is black, but the siding, and she's staining it. Now, I don't know what color she's staining it, but I'm picturing when I do see it, it's almost kind of like this color. You know, it's just, look at it. We got black. It's going to be beautiful, that contrast. I'm predicting that, so I can't.
Wait, what do you mean everything is black, but she's staining
Roof,
Oh.
the run, all the framing, all the Doug fir, and the hardware. But she's staining the siding, so you're gonna have that beautiful contrast. So not only are you gonna have beautiful contrast from the all black to the natural look, she's staining it, which means I'm predicting it's gonna be semi-transparent, so you'll see that grain.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, she's definitely going to see the grain because she mentioned something to me I never thought about. That is a great, great, great suggestion. We need to ask our customers how they plan on finishing their coop, because if they do plan on staining it, we need to be extremely mindful when we are cutting the siding. All right, this is not a defect. This is normal. But when we have a piece of siding, one side is a B grade, so there's no knots, but they will go in if there's a bad area, but the rest of the field's good, to route out that knot and then fill it in with a wood filler. Well, you go to stain it, it looks awful. So there's no reason why if a customer says, yeah, Matt, we're going to stain. Okay, great. Maybe just make sure we're very particular about the siding we're pulling, even though I know the future is that there's a different story. But if a customer's going to paint it, it's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to get that.
I love the stain. And what is that technique, Ingrid? The
Shoshugi-ban?
Yes, I can never remember that. I would love to do one.
I heard the potential soon full turnkey is doing
The Mueller Coop.
Oh, but he's gonna do it. Maybe we can do it together. I want to. I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it, but I heard he was gonna do it. But I tell you, I learned a lot about that. We brought that up on a show months ago.
Love it.
I want to answer Andrew real quick
Yes.
that we do make the custom sizes for the storm shields. Just please give us a call. And we make them for any other coops.
Custom is our number one game. I know it drives everyone nuts. I love custom. That's what makes us special. So absolutely.
Our storm shields are not like a click and buy because they get shipped on a pallet. So you have to call about the storm shields anyway if you want to order them. And
and I'll send you the drops too. That's what makes the storm shield so expensive. Is there is a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. There's more scrap than I wish there was.
I have a little bit of that scrap in my trunk.
I know. Can I tell you guys something horrible I found out?
What? That I have scrap in my trunk?
No, this is messed up. Nobody is recycling plastic in the country.
I figured. I really figured that.
It's all going to the landfill.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
I am recycling aluminum, though.
There's no money in it. I found this out because, we're switching to this new material, and it just made me realize, again, you ready for this? Okay, hold on. You ready? Here, let's start with this one. So here's our standard.
This is Matt's show and tell.
Here's our standard. Here, put your hand out. Hold this. All right, there's our standard food safe high density polyethylene. Okay, that's the smooth. And we talked about, especially now, if I can't recycle it. All right, there you go. I think you're going to get the idea here. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
'Cause this is
Are
heavy.
you ready? This is the closed. Exactly. This is the closed cell, 1/2 inch, high density polyethylene. Same exact material for the most part. Same efficacy. That's the point. It's all food safe or food grade. Before people get on me like, oh, that's not edible. Anyways. Huh? You feel how much lighter that is?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And so is the lighter one less costly?
No.
No?
No, we're going to have a talk with our supplier. They told me it was going to be less costly. I'm like, absolutely. Because I don't want to raise our prices. Let everyone else raise their prices. And
What
take
about
it easy
the
out.
strength of it? Because I know that you use that instead of plywood on the bottom of the coop.
And we have floor supports. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
We should do some strength testing.
Mm-hmm.
This will expand and contract less. So that tells
Taste testing,
No.
strength testing.
Does it expand a lot?
high
Yeah,
density
it does.
does. It's one
It
of the
does,
downsides of
yeah.
high density. But here's the point. This will expand and contract less. It's closed cell, so it's lighter. So that should hopefully bring shipping down. Feel the surface? Can
Slightly textured.
Yes. Can you use that as a cutting board?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't believe you can't recycle this.
Right.
Oh my God. All this,
We talked about cutting boards last week.
we did. And people loved it. So
Yeah.
all these drops, we'll just start cutting out cutting boards, sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Away
I'll
we
just
go.
put those cutting boards in my trunk. Take those home too.
My headache is killing me. I hate headaches.
Here's another one that does the storm shields need to go all the way to the top of the run? If your walls are 7 foot, would 4 foot be enough?
That's a great question.
That-
Who asked that? Amy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that
And
is a good question.
I would say yeah, because you're keeping the elements out and you're keeping the draft. They're not up.
I would say 4 feet would be better than nothing.
Yeah.
I
So,
really would, because it's going to protect the chickens. It's going to help.
Is it better than nothing? Yes.
Uh-huh.
Would 4 foot? Why 4 foot? What would be the reasoning? And most
She might just have.
Because you're not going to get a lot of snow in between, the eave of the the run.
Well, and like in our basic coops, that's going to leave 2 feet up top.
Right.
And the thought process is that for most people, I'm not saying this is the case for Amy, and I'd love to know if it is or not, is that, well, can I save some money if I only get 4 foot? And, and again, we are always talking about how we can offer savings to our customers. And if we can get 2 storm shields out of 1, which you could if it was only 4 foot tall in most cases.
It might save on shipping too.
Right. But as far as for the chickens, I would say go all the way up.
I would say I think we need to test. I don't know. I mean, for me, being as frugal as I am, it might be worth the cost savings.
She might have access to something that's only 4 foot.
Yeah, it's
Right?
better than nothing.
Right.
It won't make it worse. But if you were if I was gonna invest in some storm shields, I want to go all the way up because that easily, especially up north, you get that sideways wind, the drifts coming in, that's gonna blow in. You close off this entire opening, you're golden. Your chickens are
Right.
gonna love it.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Just go too fast. So great idea to play the promo during the countdown. Yes, see?
I will do that. I
All
will do
right,
that, Michael
Ingrid.
Miller.
Wait, so did you hint that you got a Mac Pro?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have possession of anything right now.
wrong? What's wrong with you?
I got one. It's not
Well,
working.
but you don't have an iPhone. All right. Any merch up yet? Yes, Matt, it is coming. I have Nan has been delegated the responsibility
I heard her in there ordering.
of merch. We
Yep.
got sweatshirts.
I think she's on it.
hood. Oh yeah, but yeah.
I
That's
need to put it on the website though,
Yeah.
so don't.
when in
don't-
doubt.
Don't overstep the.
I'm overstepping.
Yeah,
don't
big
overstep
time.
me when you start going. We have merch for sale.
We will have merch for sale.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be the first to know. We got hoodies coming in. We got a ton of mugs coming
We
in.
won't be the first to know.
will
You'll
be
be
the
wearing
last.
it, and then we'll be
Yeah.
going, wait, what?
You'll
What?
be like, we're selling this. And I'm like,
Nan's got blankets coming in. Uh-huh.
Because you save on the heat here, huh? Just issue everybody a blankie.
and a hoodie, a thermal hoodie.
I thought it was pretty slick.
Oh, there's my mom.
Yep.
Oh,
mom.
Lottie's. Oh, excellent show today. Thank you, Lottie.
Thank you, Mom.
We need to play some cards. When's she coming up? I need to get some Shanghai in. Second one was the Hurricane Louisiana. Thank you, Mackenzie. She's right. The second one blew over and it didn't have storm shields. And that's a hurricane.
Yeah, that's a hurricane.
But
Yeah.
still, they were able to put it right back together. Lift it up and we're back in business. Love when you answer questions. Yes, we're trying to do better at that. We definitely got to have a topic. And if you guys have any suggestions for topics, please let us know. Because the whole name of the game, too, is for Ingrid to be able to do her job. And that is get the exposure for this show. And topics are good. So this is going to be a lot of where she's going to have material to be able to edit for
I like
time.
that, too. When I'm looking for podcasts and stuff to listen to on this commute to work, I definitely will go by the show titles, subtitles. So I think that's great.
I just want to address Rudy. He said that the nest boxes are the mats, the nesting mats, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So what he needs to do, I think, make sure that you don't just put them in. You can kind of fluff them up.
I did just figure that out.
Yeah, you got to fluff them up so they actually have nesting material. And what I do is throw straw on top of that. That's what I do. So they come flat, but you need to kind of
pull them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way that will encourage the nesting part.
Yeah, they come compressed and you just have to.
Products we love. We love.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, so you guys know what we're talking about, we do sell these. And this show is paid by Carolina Coop, so please don't be scared to purchase from us. There is a marketing strategy here. And
I don't know why this is loading.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that is loading really. You know why? Because our IT guy is here, and I swear to God, every time he's here, the internet slows down greatly.
So these are the mats. So they come flat packed like this. I love these. I change them out every year.
I like them too.
But I also
I was a little lukewarm about them at first, but I do.
So if I do have, I have an older hen that stays in the nest box at night, and I allow it because I have 6 nest boxes. And if there's anything in there, I can just pull that mat out, throw it, dump it, and then put it back in.
So
that's how it's supposed to look.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't at first either.
I didn't either.
Mine is blown. That is excellent. I love that. So, yeah. Okay.
And you can add straw or material.
I thought someone a while ago sent us this in hemp. It was just so expensive. Instead of
you brought that up last week, right?
No, this is nesting material.
Oh, one that's on a pad,
right? But not on a pad. I swore someone sent it to us on a pad.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I don't like that.
I want to get back so people can see you.
Okay. Fishing Matt Ryan has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you reveal what the recent show was, or is it still a secret?
No, Matt, it was.
Did you sign something?
I
don't know what. I'm sure I did. I signed a lot of things. I just don't read them anymore.
Yes, it was about winter and chickens, but Matt's in California, so he's cool. He doesn't need to. That's not information he needs. Fishing Matt Ryan is in California.
Oh, we know.
Okay.
I think he's asking what the recent show was that we were doing last Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, it's still
okay.
secret.
I thought you were trying to really cover. I was like, damn, that was good, Ingrid.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's still a secret. It's going to come out. There's going to be about 12 minutes. We shot for 24 hours for 12 minutes of content.
There have been 2 shows now coming out soon.
I can't wait for the first one to come out.
Yep.
It's
so
gonna be
very
awesome.
soon.
Do you ship to other states? Yes, we ship. We ship everywhere.
Yes.
We ship everywhere.
We do. We have, tell people you have Coops in every state.
Yep.
In the country.
And we have inquiry from Dubai today. Ooh.
I so badly want to go to Dubai. I hear it's amazing. One of our employees who's in the military for a long time, he did a lot. He went to Dubai a lot. He says it's just absolutely incredible. Debunking bad chicken blogger advice.
Oh,
that'd be a great topic.
I'm writing that down. Thank you, Farmer Brad.
Yes, Farmer Brad. I'll give you that one. That was awesome. That's a great one.
I typically don't read bad chicken bloggers, but if you have any suggestions.
I
know
a lot.
Is that water?
Yeah.
All right. You mind?
No.
My head. I hate this.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound like a baby.
Now you know how we feel. My family has a lot of headaches.
Oh, that's good. What do you got in there?
A little splash of
Do
lemon.
I need to worry about what's in here?
No, it's a little splash
you
of
get
lemon.
a little crazy once in a while. Nan's going to say I'm dehydrated. She's probably right.
That's the number one reason that I get headaches.
Debunking bad chicken blogger advice. I mean, so there is bad advice, but I've always told people, especially the ones that comment on us, like Karen, who has yet to call. But it's advice, and I like to talk about it and explain why.
Right.
Because that's the important thing. When we're selling to our customers, we always explain why.
Right.
And then make your own choice. So I think that'd be fun.
The thing with chicken advice, though, is chickens always break the rules.
They do.
And that's one of the things that I love about them.
Won't that make you a YouTube chicken police? I don't know. What the blogging?
The debunking.
The debunking.
The thing is that there have been, in my experience, or my opinion, there's been people that were out in the beginning of the backyard chicken revolution. And because of that, they've been set up as experts, and they don't always give the best advice. And there's different reasons for that. And that's all I'm going to say. About that.
I love it. That's all I got.
The drama.
I know. That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how is the shop drama? Has there been any shop drama lately?
Oh, you guys would know.
I'm getting there. That was loud. That was some brilliant. We might have to do some editing. There has been, well. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of shop drama. We don't even need to get into it. I don't even care.
Well, now we're at 1:15.
I know. I see that 1:16.
Oh, I want to have a guest on next week, but I didn't have to. We may have a guest on next week, so I will promote that once I know.
Can you give us a clue, or no? Should we wait? Because you know me, I love surprises. I would love to maybe not know.
I want to know.
No, I would tell you because we need to cross promote.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll give you the name of the other guy, the compost expert with the biopod.
Okay. So, looks like.
Oh! Yeah, guess what we got going on in 14 minutes? This is awesome. You ready? We get to, we're doing a little photo shoot in here with a chicken.
Well, we don't have a chicken.
It's on its way. Danielle, our graphics artist, is bringing in the chicken.
I could have brought my purse chicken.
And she's bringing in a Wyandotte, one of my favorite breeds, and we have to get her up on the rope wrap roost bar right here. Oh my gosh. I would like Mackenzie. Where's our rope? Mackenzie? Check these out.
This is where Mackenzie says it's a supply chain issue.
Oh, dude, this is just getting insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's making
really
me
is.
so mad. Rope wrap roost bars. We have so many back orders on these, so thank you so much. What is that? What was that? Anyways, we are finalizing our art for the boxes. And we got to get a good picture of a chicken with a big fluffy butt. And Danielle goes, I got a chicken with a big fluffy butt. So that we have that high res, because she is very particular about having high res. And that just makes sense. When you're a graphics artist, you got to work with good paints and brushes, right? So we're going to set the chicken in here. We should almost just continue the show and do this. No, because we got to use that camera for taking pictures. Yeah, it'd be so funny. All right. So we're going to need some help.
Is it take your chicken to work day?
Oh, and I also want to say, if anybody has some topics they want us to cover, please let us know. You can reach out to me, Ingrid, at Carolina Coops, or you can leave comments and I'll grab them later.
So speaking of comments, any video chicken police?
No, I don't really have anything.
Nothing, not enough right now. I have too big of a headache, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
To even get angry now. Not that I would get angry. Why was that funny? I was being...
Oh, I wasn't laughing at your misfortune. No.
Okay.
No, just the... Oh.
It hurts. It hurts so bad. I don't know what's going on with me. If anything happens to me, make sure the business continues. Everyone heard that. Mm-hmm. Non says, oh no, something happens to you, we're done. Closing up doors. No.
She says she's going to Florida.
Right. You can let her you let her do whatever she wants. The business is to continue on.
Did she make you breakfast this morning?
No. This morning was crazy. As you guys could tell. Welcome.
She has lunch, so.
Oh, I know. We got lunch. She's got lunch on the way. She's probably almost back right now. We got the camera guys here putting in cameras. All right, guys. Are we ready to wrap it up?
I think so.
Next Friday?
Next Friday.
You're going to be here?
I will be here.
All right. What's the topic for next Friday? We got a guest.
I'm not sure. I will know.
What's the potential guest? Can you say or no?
Or the topic. What's the topic?
What's the topic?
I don't know.
Ingrid?
I don't know.
I think she knows.
All right. We made it Friday afternoon. Almost to the weekend. Guys, thank you so much for supporting this show, out there watching, leaving all the comments, questions. Please, if you can, share it. Share it. We got to get the audience up, or I'm just going to pull the plug. This show is way too expensive.
I think we should take it on the road.
That would be the fun part.
I think it's nice to have the different scenery.
It would
and
be.
the guests.
And the
so
guests.
yeah, we need to keep the variety up.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
ya.
Thank you.